This program is sponsored by Dave Stahl.
Power on. Power on.
It's time to take your place on the starting grid and get ready for Racer Radio. Your host, Dave Stahl, about to take you for a white-knuckled lap around the motorsports industry, covering everything from top-notch national drivers and crew chiefs right down to your local kid racers and racetracks. Watch for the apex, because here comes Racer Radio with Dave Stahl.
All right, folks, welcome. This is Racer Radio, FM 96.1, AM 1170.
The Answer.
That's my girl, Britney. She's in the house as well. We have a young lady that is making Britney just envious as can be, and that would be Alyssa Smith. Melissa, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Oh, Alyssa. I messed up your name. Sorry about that. So, I hear you're going to go play in the dirt.
Atta girl.
Yes, we're going on a week-long tour in California.
Brittany wants to bring her Dwarf car and just put it in the back of your trailer. She said you won't even notice it.
It's small enough.
You right?
See?
I'm a fan of Alyssa. I saw her race up at Paris, but I think you were in some sort of stock car a couple of years ago.
Yeah, last year I raced a street stock.
Yeah.
So this is the season and I modified.
You kicked tail, man.
So what prompted you to jump from probably a little bit of an underpowered car to this gorilla?
Modifieds have always kind of been my end goal, but I figured it was time to move up because I felt like the longer I stayed in street stocks, it would hold me back. So I'm getting older, so I feel like modifieds would help me in the end.
And how old are you?
18
I know you don't ask girls that question,
When they're
but
that
how
young.
old are you?
I just turned 18 a couple months ago.
Oh, I'll send you the AARP card so that you'll be all ready with benefits. 18? Goodness.
That's a perfect age to start in a modified.
I know. So, have you had any seat time? Have you had a chance? Where have you been practicing?
We've actually raced. I'm here with my dad right now. We've actually raced like 7 races already.
Oh, okay.
We've been racing a lot in Arizona and stuff. Just any tracks that are open right now.
Sure.
I love she says we because you are racing your father, aren't you? You're out at the track at the same time?
Yes, we are.
That's awesome.
But he's driving too? Another car?
Yes.
How many times have you beat him?
Not yet.
But you're working on
Not
it now.
yet.
Yeah, hopefully soon, but
That's awesome. You guys could talk track conditions
Yeah.
and setup for like the exact same.
Now, does he work on your car as well, or does he just work on his own?
no, he works on my car too, but he's trying to teach me everything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the more you know about that car, the better driver you are when you can communicate with your crew chief and tell them what the car is doing or what it's not doing or what do you think it needs to be done to make it better. Because I'm sure your driving style is totally different than your dad's, wouldn't you say?
A lot of people have said that we drive a lot different, but there's some times where we drive alike.
What's the biggest difference jumping up to the modified? Just the power?
The power and just honestly a lot. Like everything, when I jumped in a modified, pretty much everything was different in my eyes. And from the drivers on the track are way better to the car itself, just everything.
Wow. Kind of like going from a little prop airplane to a jet. I got to tell you, you should see Brittany's face. She's so envious. It's just
I'm
crazy.
happy for her.
Oh, I know, but you're also envious because you told me off air how bad you want to go racing.
That is true. So she has 6 different tracks in 6 days. And where do you start? Are you starting up in Placerville? How far north?
Yes, we are. We're starting up in Placerville and then ending in Bakersfield.
I haven't raced Placerville, but my teammates have, and they love it. Have you raced Placerville?
No, I haven't.
I've heard good things about that track.
So out of the 6 tracks that you're going to, have you been on any of them yet?
I've raced Bakersfield once, and that's it.
Wow. So 5 brand new tracks.
That's awesome. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so you're going all the way north and then just working your way back?
Yes.
How can anybody, are you going to be doing anything, social media or something so people can kind of follow you?
I post a lot on my Facebook, Facebook's mostly racing, so that's normally where I post everything, where we're at, how me and my dad finish, and stuff like that. That's really where my updates are.
I think Dad won recently. Was that Bakersfield?
Yes, that was last weekend.
Yeah, and you did well, too. You moved up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So maybe, let's see, what day are you coming back next week?
It starts the 10th, and then it ends on the 15th.
Oh, okay. So you'll be back next Sunday, huh?
Yes.
Maybe we'll have you call in and kind of give us a recap of the 6 races. And the reason I would like to do this for you is so that you could take the show and then send it to all your sponsors. Because before you go off air, we're going to talk to you about who are the folks that not only help you get to the track, but your dad as well.
Yeah, for sure. That'll definitely, my sponsors will appreciate that.
Absolutely. So what color is your car since you moved to a new car?
Same colors, of course. There's pink on there and then black and white.
Yeah.
Number 31 still?
31A.
31.
Because my dad's 31 also.
All right. What color is his car?
It's me and him have the exact same wrap, but his is yellow instead of pink.
Good. I don't blame him. So what for people that don't know what kind of car you're driving, what engine do you have in it?
It's a crate.
Perfect.
It's a 604 crate.
604. And what did you have in the other car? What did you have in the other car?
A 350.
Yeah. Just a tad bit of difference. So how hard was the transition? I think Brittany's touched on it, but how hard was that transition from going from one car to the next? Was it a big transition, or did you take it like duck to water?
No, it's really difficult. It's still struggling. I mean, there's times where it's definitely tough, but every race, more seat time is
Right.
It's clicking slowly, but there's still a ton to learn.
Yeah. Both cars have power steering?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brittany's saving up her pennies. She wants to put power steering on her
I think it'll help
little dwarf car.
for my little arms.
Yeah, her little chicken arms. Well, I just so let's talk about your sponsors. Who's on your car?
Well, most of all, my mom and dad, they do everything. And then Tom's Fabrication, Communication Innovation, which is huge. Morton Construction and Inland Rigging, CMS Metal, S&S Racing, and Houghton Motorsports.
Does Inland Racing or Inland Empire, do they just sponsor every car on the planet? Because every time we interview somebody, Inland Rigging is on somebody's car. What a great
I
bunch of
love
people.
racing.
Yeah, Inland Rigging is a part of a lot, but they're into all types of racing. They're into a lot of things.
Yeah.
Super cool.
And it's so cool that they give back. I mean, it really, really is. So who's been with you the longest besides your mom and dad?
Communication Innovation has been with me for a long time, and CMS have been with me for a long time. Morton has been there quite a bit, and English, I didn't mention it before, but English Motorsports was also one that helped me out here and there.
All right. That is absolutely awesome. Well, like I said, once you get a break in the season, because where are you based at? Where do you live?
Norco, California.
Okay. So maybe get you and your dad load up the cars and come down sometime to KUSI. I think I had you on once before. I'd love to do it again. Because your sponsors love that stuff, when you can get them some TV time.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
You'll have to come back down to Verona when it opens.
Yeah.
Race on a Saturday and be on KUSI.
Do they run modifieds?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Verona?
Yes, I've been there multiple times, actually.
Yeah, in the stock car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And when I raced the Pure Stock.
Yeah.
Can you imagine putting your modified on that little tiny track?
It is a small one. Well, you've done Ventura, right? Alyssa, have you been on Ventura track?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little one.
Yeah, that's
a little one. So she can handle Verona, no problem.
Yeah.
I love Ventura.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I have yet to find anybody that doesn't like Ventura. And I'm talking from Kyle Larson all the way down the ladder. They just love that track.
Yeah, we're hoping all of them open soon, especially Paris. We've been out at Paris a few times practicing, but I'm ready to race on my home track.
I know.
Yeah.
We're all,
I bet.
I used to complain about driving from Alpine to Paris because it's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Now I don't care.
The fans are going to love seeing her flying in that modified.
Well, no, I can't wait for them to see it. So who's on your dad's car? Do you know? I mean, I know it's kind of hard to ask you because that's not you. It's his car, but just to throw some love their way.
Honestly, they're all the same. Everyone that helped me out, him out, so they've kind of taken us both in as a team. So we appreciate that a lot.
Right?
That is huge. That is so huge. Well, I tell you what, I love following you around, and you do a great job on social media, and I think that's important to your fans, especially right now with this pandemic, putting a real crunch on motorsports.
Well, even a little personal with her graduation senior stuff kind of got pushed to the wayside, but I can't help but think, is anyone else she graduated with doing anything better than racing a modified?
No.
So you lost some things, but I think you're making up for it. Racing a modified with your dad. Really, who's doing something better than that you graduated with?
Right.
I love it.
That's pretty cool.
So with that being said, now that you've graduated, are you going to continue on with education? Are you going to go to work? What's the future?
I actually have a job right now. I work at Leitner Designs, but I am planning on going to college, but it's kind of all got stopped right now.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get through the year, and then hopefully by the beginning of next year, I'll be able to start college and get going again.
So Leitner Design, what kind of a company is that? I got a feeling it's got to be motorsports related.
It's like truck bed racks and stuff.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You're probably a salesperson?
I work in like a warehouse, so I put together stuff and assemble and.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And they know you race?
Oh yeah, they do. They're very supportive about it.
Nice.
Are they sponsoring your car yet?
Say that again?
Are they sponsoring your car?
No, not yet.
Well, but they're probably letting her off for a week, which is support.
Definitely. Yes, they're definitely very supportive about the racing, and there's a few times where they've let me have Fridays off because I'm going racing for multiple days, and obviously this week long is a lot to take off.
Yeah.
But they're letting me do it, so I appreciate that a lot.
See, that's better than sponsorship, right?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of businesses out there and say, excuse me, young lady,
Choose.
you either go to work or go racing, but you can't do both. So hats off to them. And that's definitely cool. Well, hey, it's always good chatting with you. We wish you all the luck in the world. And if you can, I'll have Britney, or actually I'll have Scott Delosio reach out to you next week. And if you're able to call back in next Sunday, we'd love to chat with you.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
All right, keep the rubber side down, the shiny side up. And hey, just so you'll know, a lot of people that have called in, once they've called in, they've done very well on the track. So maybe our mojo.
With us.
All right, well, maybe our mojo will do it. And then what I'll do is I need to send you some Racer Radio stickers so we can slap them on the cars as well.
All right.
All right, kiddo.
Best of luck.
Good talking to you. Best of luck, folks. We're going to take a